Welcome back. This is the second part of 9.1. We are now going to add and subtract polynomials. I needed to do this in 2 videos, so here you go. So I'm backing up just a tiny bit. We're going to add polynomials, as you saw. We have 2 methods. Be sure to beware of negatives, okay? So we're going to run through these each using the 2 methods. The first method is to add the polynomials by stacking them vertically. So just as we do with lining up our decimals and lining up all of our place values with regular real numbers, we line up our terms in order of degree. So in other words, we line up the like terms. So let's take the second expression and align it vertically underneath the first. So when we see the first term, 3x squared, we're going to line that term underneath a term over in the first expression that has the same degree. So we have 3x squared. X cubed would go underneath the negative x cubed. And then negative 12 doesn't have a like term in the first expression, so I'm just going to tack it on the end. Okay? And so now we will start with, it doesn't even really matter which end you start with here because we do no carrying. We simply combine like terms. Negative 2x squared plus 3x squared leaves us with 1x squared. 3x plus no other x's leaves us with positive 3x. Negative x cubed and a positive x cubed are opposites, so we don't have any x cubes. And we bring down negative 12, it has nothing to add to it, negative 12. So that's a vertical stacking of terms so that we can combine them. Let's look at the second expression here. We can see that this expression is in order from highest to lowest degree, and so is this one. So we can simply start from the left side. I have 4x cubed, and I have how many x cubes here? Good, I have 1, right? Oops, out of alignment. Okay, so together we have 4x cubed and 1x cubed, which is 5x cubed. I have 2x squared and negative 3x squared, so negative 1x squared. Which of the next terms, x or negative 4, has a higher degree? X has a degree of 1, and 4 has a degree of 0. No variable, right? So we will take the next degree plus 1x, and then we add our constant plus negative 4. Okay, so you can see that I check off each term as we go so that I can account for every detail in these expressions, which is a good method for making sure you have them all. Now we will try subtracting polynomials. And as we've said a million times, subtraction is simply adding the opposite. Good. That's what we'll do. Add the opposite when you see subtraction. And again, beware of negatives all the way through. So let's go ahead and try this first expression. We have 2c squared minus 8 minus the quantity 3c squared minus 4c plus 1. This subtraction sign is impacting each term in the trinomial that is following. It's as though we have negative 1 times each term. So we will distribute that negative. We have 2c squared minus 8. Negative 1 times 3c squared is negative 3c squared. Negative 1 times negative 4c is positive 4c. Negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Okay? And now we simply find our like terms. 2c squared and negative 3c squared leaves us with how many c squareds? Negative 1c squared. Okay? The next highest degreed term would be the c, right? I have nothing to combine to it, so 4c plus no other c's is 4c. Then I have my negative 8 and I have a negative 1. Negative 8 plus a negative 1 is negative 9. Good. Okay, here is a second opportunity to try subtraction. Okay, so pause the video, try it, and come back and see how it worked. This is a plus sign here. Okay, so hopefully you distributed your negative to each term. You added the opposite, opposite, opposite. Okay, so we now have 5y squared plus 1y squared, 6y squared. We have 2y plus negative 4y's, giving us negative 2y. We have negative 4 plus positive 3, giving us negative 1. Excellent. So be sure you account for every term and you're very careful with your negatives. All right? Here's your assignment for day 1, and thank you for taking the time to carefully walk through these videos. I really appreciate it.